The road to heaven is a long one, and rough the road, the way unknown, but my companion is a strong one. I need not walk this way alone.
Hi, this is Jan and Tim again. I'd like to share an idea with you for getting more out of the course. And this is something that I've heard many course students say that is actually a block to studying the course. And that is, it's just like X. The course is just like unity. The course is just like the laws of manifestation, or the course is just like something else. It doesn't matter what. I know that it's important when we're learning a new task. It's important to take the new information and hook it somewhere onto something that's in our minds already.
Right.
Otherwise, we don't have a matrix to help it make sense. But as long as we think the course is just like something else, we're going to miss how incredibly powerful and unique it is.
Mm-hmm.
And what we'll do is we'll read through it and we'll see where we already agree, we already know this material, and we'll miss the things that are new. We'll miss them, and we'll just think that it's the language or the way it's being expressed or it's hard to read or something like that. When the fact is, every bit of this course is understandable and it does have a message for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it is true that all paths of trying to reach God will get to God in the end.
Mm-hmm.
It affirms that in the course.
Yeah.
But each path is different. And what's that story about digging the holes?
It's a story that he used to tell about the resistance we have to following through on any particular way, and that we would, when it becomes hard, we'll change to something else, not because something else is what we're supposed to be doing, it's just because we're not willing to put in the efforts here. And the analogy he used was somebody who's digging for water somewhere and they hit some roots, right? And they go, well, water's everywhere. And so they take up from there and then they go somewhere else and they go like that. And then they try, but they never get down to the water, because to get to water, there's a degree of effort that you have to put into it.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, well, it's all cool, man. It's all good. It's all one. It's all the same. Can be a way of not following through on something. It's sort of like what Vivekananda would call intellectual opium eating, you know?
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's like, wow, that's a nice idea, and then that's a nice idea, and that's a nice idea, and then when you take up something like the Course or religious discourse or spirituality, it's talking about this fundamental change, which we don't always just jump on board for.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
And it confronts the way we're doing things, and we have a comfort level, even if it's painful, we have a comfort level, and to change, you know, there's resistance to it. So when you come up against difficult things, you go, well, I think I'll, you know, hey, this is just like that, and it's
Right.
a nice thought, and you don't really, you know, and then, so that's the drawback. That can be one drawback, to recognize how big an issue it is
Mm-hmm.
in our thinking that we need to take a look at, is
Mhm.
that calling something the same when we're really articulating similarities. And I think your point is that you're going to miss what's there
Yeah.
in that strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm encouraging students of the course to read carefully, and when you see something that doesn't seem to fit with what you already know from your previous study or learning or spiritual development, look into it a little more deeply. Maybe it has a gift for you. Maybe it's not something you should skip over just because it doesn't match what you already know. Thank you.
The road to heaven is a long one, off the road, the way unknown, but my companion is a strong one. I need not walk this way alone.